Floods and landslides are the deadliest natural disaster that occur almost every year in Malaysia. The country's tropical climate with its heavy rainfall, mountainous terrain, and low-lying areas make it prone to flooding and landslides. These events can cause widespread damage to infrastructure, homes, and agriculture and can also result in loss of life. Despite the government's effort to mitigate the impacts of floods and landslides, they remain a significant challenge for Malaysia, and continued efforts are necessary to protect people and property from their effects. From our studies, there are a few limitations that have been faced by our nation to prevent these disasters. Firstly, the lack of funds to carry out research on floods and landslides. Given that Malaysia's economy has been struggling for a while, it is difficult to find a solution to these disasters. Second, Malaysia's research on floods and landslides has always been constrained by lack of high-caliber research publications or researchers. Research is essential for developing effective strategies to prevent and mitigate the impact of floods and landslides in Malaysia and to ensure the safety and well-being of its people. Lastly, lack of skilled workers to handle new concepts and technology in Malaysia. Even if the nation has the best technologies and concepts to apply, it will be unable to do so without these skilled and experienced individuals because no one knows how to construct the things. However, there are steps that we can take to prevent and mitigate the impacts of these events. Let's take a look at some of these strategies. One effective way to prevent floods and landslides casualties is by developing an early warning systems. This includes monitoring weather patterns and river flows rate and issuing early warnings to residents in the area at risk of flooding. By providing advance notice, people can evacuate to safety and minimize the impact of floods. Besides, strengthening infrastructure can also help to minimize the impacts of floods and landslides. These include building flood barrier and retaining walls to control the flow of water and stabilizing slope to prevent landslides. By investing in this infrastructure, we can better protect our communities from the impacts of natural disasters. Finally, promoting awareness and education are the key to prevent and mitigate the impact of floods and landslides. By educating residents on the risks and providing them with information on how to prepare for and respond to natural disasters, we can help to minimize the impact of these events. In conclusion, by implementing these strategies, we can work together to prevent and mitigate the impact of floods and landslides in Malaysia. Let's take action today to protect our communities and ensure the safety and well-being of our people.